travel at the speed of light. And us humans can't even fathom the concept of that kind of time because it's really, 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 really fun.
Hello everyone! Today's video is about the quick draw glitch. I learned there are so many different ways to do this, and I'm really excited to show you how to do them all because everyone who told me in the beginning was just sprint cancel, sprint cancel, sprint cancel, sprint cancel, sprint cancel, sprint cancel, which is actually how I do it most of the time anyways. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it while you're moving forward, while you're in midair, while you're gliding, and then I'm going to have a table at the very end just to lay it all out for you so you can screenshot it, you can practice in a private match with it next to you, you can go to sleep with it by your side.
You can marry it.
Or, you know, you could just, I don't know, like this video and say, woohoo! There are some things I need to make sure I mention before jumping right in. Number 1. Quick draw is not needed, even though it's called the quick draw glitch. Yes, it helps significantly, but that's because the higher the handling, the more this glitch takes effect. Number 2, it's a lot harder on controllers, so don't beat yourself up if you don't get it right away. Number 3, toggle sprint versus hold sprint. I'm showing you a screen on exactly how to do it with toggle versus exactly how to do it with hold. Side note, controller players, you guys are on hold sprint by default. Number 4, I use 2 shotguns for fun. Primarily because it's just easier for me to be doing all my tests and they have low handling for fun. Number 5, there are 3 main cases while I'm doing this glitch. Moving forward, jumping, and then gliding. Starting out, we have the walk swap. Here I'm going to show you a video of a regular swap, then the quick swap, and then show them side by side.
You better tell us how the fuck to do that, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to try and walk you through this nice and slow so I can explain the logic behind it, why it works, and how I do it. The thing is, when I first heard about it, most people would just tell me, yeah, dude, do the sprint cancel, which isn't necessarily wrong. In fact, the majority of the time, that's exactly what you're doing. But as I was laying this stuff out, I realized that there's more ways to do this. So for me, when I'm explaining how to engage the glitch for your quick swap, I'm always going to refer to action or canceling action. For example, yes, sprint is definitely one of them, but jump also works. ADS works in a lot of cases. Crouching even works in many cases. You always need an existing state. For example, sprinting, jumping, gliding. There's all these scenarios that your character could be doing before you initiate the swap. Now, under regular circumstances, you'd be doing this action. You'd hit the keybind for swap, and then it would trigger an animation until the new gun is showing. Well, that's just fine and dandy, but we're here to tell you how to get rid of the animation so that your swap happens faster. And how to do that is by performing a canceling action, or sometimes I just refer to it as an action. And what this does is it will immediately stop the animation because it's focusing on the fact that you're trying to cancel an earlier state and then just show you the new gun. I feel like that was super convoluted and not easy to understand, so let me try that again. You're moving forward and you want to swap weapons. Option A, you just hit one button and you swap your weapon. Everybody's happy. Or I suppose if you're not happy with how slow that was, you can go back to this. So let's say you're moving forward, you want to swap weapons. So what you do is you engage an existing state. So in this example, I would hit shift, which starts my sprint. Then I would hit my swap button, which is Q. Yeah, don't even get me started. Then I perform my canceling action, which in this case is shift. But again, I say action sometimes because there's other variations as well. I don't have to hit shift here. It's just the most common one that people refer to. And what that does is it skips the animation and shows you your new gun right away. To summarize, instead of just hitting Q, I would hit shift Q shift. So for this case, I'm showing you the exact same thing, except with ADS at the end for my action instead of sprint cancel. Now I'm going to show you the jump swap, and I'm actually going to slow this one right down so I can walk you through it as I do it. What happened in this case was I was moving forward, I was jumping, so I was now in midair, and then I hit swap and I start a glide, and then I cancel the glide. And I can do those two spacebar presses faster than the animation, so it becomes worth it. You might be thinking, whoa, dude, why do you have jump 3 times? Why isn't it just jump at the beginning and then cancel the jump? That's because the first jump doesn't need to be canceled. It's just a one-time thing, whereas the second jump is a glide. Again, I want to repeat the fact that at the end of the video, I'm laying all of these scenarios out for you in one page for toggle sprint and one page for hold sprint so that you've got it there and you can practice. All right, here's another example. This time I'm using ADS as my cancel action, and I'm going to show it to you in real time and then in slow-mo.
On to the glide swap. Similar to the jump swap, but starting in a glide.
Honestly, I just wanted to show you that. I'm not running through it. I'm going to have it in the summary at the end of the video so you can practice on your own time. Another little clip just showing you in a sprint start. And last but not least, I thought I'd show you an example of how crouch can be the canceling action. Pay close attention to the next video. I'm going to show you exactly where I crouch and how it activates quick draw glitch. As promised, here are the 6 scenarios that I ran through, exactly how to do them with the toggle sprint key binding. Go practice your heart out in a private match until you got these down. It didn't take me too long of just focused effort on trying to learn these scenarios. And then the next step for you is to get it subconscious while you're in PvP. For those of you on console using a controller or just simply prefer hold sprint for your key binding, things are a little bit different, so pay attention to where I say tap sprint, hold sprint, and you should be able to get it over time once you practice enough. But just do note that these are a lot harder on controller, so props to everyone who figured these things out, even back in D1. You guys are freaking nuts. All right, everyone, I hope that was helpful for you. Eventually, if you practice it enough, it will become subconscious while you're in PvP, I promise you. One thing I didn't mention is that this is obviously all done on Titan only because I'm currently learning how to play Titan. I've been a hunter forever, and for future videos, I'm going to try and include all 3 characters, but right now I'm trying to get as much content out there as I can for you guys because I have a lot of ideas on this stuff. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. One more thing, you guys can always catch me on Twitch at the schedule at the end of this video or in the links below. And we're starting to build a pretty sweet group of people on the channel. And I just want to say thanks again for all the support lately. And I guess I'll catch you in my next one. Peace.